Well, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me, and good morning to the West Coast and people on other parts of the time zones. I am incredibly excited listening to all of the pings coming onto this. They're still coming in, and we are really excited here in the office as to some of the things that we're going to be coming down the wire with and some of the stuff launching. One quick note up front. I was very excited to do this, and yesterday I actually had our software engineer that heads up our IT division was coming on the call. I got an email from him about a half an hour ago. I got an email from him and said that he's tied up in an IT meeting and he's going to have to put it off next week, so all can hear from him. And all of you can understand some of the things that he's doing. It's very, very, very exciting what's going on. First of all, I wanted to talk a little bit about where we've been, and then we'll get into where we are and where we're going. Where we've been is, as you all know, a company that launched in Brazil, had very, very great success. Lots of agents coming in Brazil, lots of agents that have made significant money. And as we grew in Brazil, we started launching here in the States. I came on board. For the people that don't know me, Carlos and Jim and I have been friends for 20 years, and I came on board in February to help grow the Northeast market and the international market. And as we started growing and we started running into issues that our system was having, and I'm sure you've all heard this before, but we're basically driving a vehicle at 90 miles an hour trying to repair a flat. And we are doing it, but where we are going is incredible. We have new products on the verge of getting into our system. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to be launching with the new platform of operations. First of all, we have increased our IT team trifold since I've been on board, and you'll be happy to understand that our new IT teams that are on board are fully English-speaking people so that I can communicate with them much easier, and they communicate with the IT staff that's over in Brazil extremely well, working through some of what we've seen and some of what you've seen out in the field when it comes to uploading documents and when it comes to signing in new agents and some of the issues that you run into. You'll all be very happy to know that any day now we will be launching our new merchant services that will not be the need for uploading documents, and it will expedite that whole process as we move down that road of signing up agents. The amount of money and time that is getting put into the IT part of the company is incredible. An extraordinary amount of efforts are being put into that, trying to move through these growing stages that you're all seeing out in the field as we get ready to launch the new platform of our IT and our operations, which is realistically probably about 60 days away to be 100%. But some of the things that are going to be implemented at that time, as you all know, and you heard Carlos talking about, the TelexFREE's that has been temporarily launched in Brazil, and it will be launched globally in our new environment. Being able to buy and sell products through your back office. Think about your network. Whatever your network is that's grown to a point that it is at that day when it launches, all new products get launched into your network. From products and services, from the ability to plug people into helping them increase their credit. What do you think about a product that will help people improve their credit score? Whether their credit score is 800 or their credit score is 600, having a product that you can go out and launch that. So those are the products that are coming. Being able to sell a product that you can sell to your neighbor. Being able to bring products out to people that aren't even in the business. These are the places that we're going, and the new IT team that's building our system in the new platform has got it all getting put together and is going to be launched. But that's some of the things that we're getting into, and some of the problems that you've been seeing out in the field. I want you all to know that the leaders that you have out there, they bring these problems to me every single day. I've got a handful of leaders that I talk to, and you have to help me out and help them out. And as you see problems, bring those problems upline to them. Because what happens is when you bring problems to me directly, it takes away from my efficiency by giving me not 2, but 3 to 4 to 500 emails a day that then I can't manage them all. So do yourself, your upline, and the company favorites. You have problems, bring them to your upline leaders who you know are communicating with me, and that will bring them to me. I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, I know the owners of the company very well, and they know where we're going. The vision is incredible. So these problems that you're dealing with, just bring them upline and we will take care of them. I'm sure that all of you know that we've worked on some of the binary things, and those issues should be just about behind us. As we go through these days and we work through all of these problems that we're having or that we have seen in the past, we will get them all resolved and expedited immediately. I can promise you many, many things, but one thing I can tell you from the bottom of my heart once again is that these people that are in this company, management, owners, and leaders, we're around for a long time and we are not going anywhere. I didn't come on board with this company to work at part-time, but to work at temporary. I work this business 24/7, and I talk to people all the time, and I'm there for you to help your business grow. I'm there to help the company grow the company. My position in this company is to help bring these issues to the company, get them resolved, and help bring the things the company is doing out to the agents to expand the agent base. We have some boundaries in some countries that will get resolved. We're working with some officials up in Canada to expand our Canadian connections. And as we grow into other countries, we will make sure that we get any connections we need to in those countries. We're talking to a few different countries to open our business up. The merchant services product that we just spoke about, that product will be getting launched in this country when we're on that new platform, and it will become a global product as everything else that we have. I can't promise any of you that we will have that as a global product on day one, but I can promise you that we will work toward getting it to that point. If you have a country that you want to work on or that you want us to expand into, please send that information upline to the people, the leaders in your organization, and let them know, look, I want to open up in this country, whatever the country is. Get that name upline, get it to the leaders, get it to me, we'll get it to the IT team and the management of the company and find out, can we open this country up? Who do we need to talk to get that country opened up? As for signing up new agents and all of the things that you deal with signing up agents, we are all working tireless hours and bringing agents in. I see emails coming in all through the night, and your West Coast team, you guys are out there, I know you are. You guys are running with it on the West Coast, and I can always tell when it's the West Coast because it's 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning for me that they're sending me emails and updates. But make sure when you're going through the application process, you make sure everything on that application is accurate and complete and concise, and go back through it and verify it, because once you finalize that application and get into the system, it is much, much, much more challenging for us then to go back in and resolve any kind of clerical errors, any kind of inconsistencies, any kind of problems that were entered in that initial application. So just make sure that you go through it, and make sure as you're signing people up, you're going through it. And if you question how to do that, go to your upline and make sure that you're getting it correct, because I know that a lot of you are bringing in people who immediately that day or the following day are bringing someone in the business right away, and they may not quite know how to do that. Just make sure that everything in that application is correct. I also wanted to let all of you know, and this will be something that will be on the site real soon, the legal issues that you may see roaming around the internet about the things that are going on in Brazil, you can give yourselves a nice high five. Those have all been resolved, and we've been cleared of all of it from the highest court, and you will see that document coming down the wire pretty soon. That was very exciting news for us here in the office and everybody that I've talked to out in the field. I also wanted to talk about the promoting the California meeting, which you all have talked about, and you all hear about it. Anybody that's on the West Coast or anywhere in the country, that is going to be the next Super Saturday that is available. I will be there, and we probably will take more people from the office there to the Super Saturday. So plug into these meetings, plug into training. All of the organizations out there, I've seen many of the leaders out there that have put together some incredibly good training videos. And if you just Google TelexFREE's training, you'll see all of those videos that'll come up for you that's all available. Plug into those, because that's going to make everybody's job more easier. It's going to make the company run more efficiently. If you have any other issues that you've seen prevailing, make sure you get those upline right away, because a lot of our stuff is we're basically putting it in the rearview mirror when it comes to some of the issues. We've got most of them almost fixed. If there are any left, they should be fixed any day. And that's really exciting. The fact that this IT team has been able to repair some of these problems as we're still moving forward, my hat's off to them. And I know there are some people that are just chiming in, and I wanted all of you to know again that the gentleman's name is Jay, the software engineer, that he was going to be on this call with us today. We're going to do it again next week so that I can have him say hi to everybody and let you know some of the things that he's doing on that side of things. As we move into other countries, and as you bring leaders in from other countries, you have to make sure that you're helping them through the language barrier. You're helping them, and I talked to some great leaders down in Orlando, and they were talking about putting together some customer service issues in specific languages. If you have a team, and I'm just going to say this just for instance, if you have a team growing in China, for instance, it's a language that we don't have here in the office yet, just put together a leader that's communicating with them so that when they have issues and they don't speak any English, they have a person that they can go to and help bring those problems to us, and we can help resolve the problems. I know that everything isn't always perfect, and I don't know what business opportunities any one of you have ever been into. I've been in some of the biggest in previous years, and we've had problems. And I know that our phone service is not perfect, and I know that there are some issues prevailing with that, but I don't know how many of you out there have phone service for other companies. I have Verizon for my for my wireless service, and I have problems with Verizon once in a while. They're one of the biggest, but yet I still have dropped calls. I still try to make connections, and nobody's there. So those little prevailing things, they'll probably always be there, but they're just little hiccups. The thing that I know that this company will do consistently is this company will pay people consistently. And I know that for a fact because I know the company, and I know the owners, and I know where we are, and I know where we're going. I can also promise you that any prevailing issues, if you sent emails and you feel like, well, he's not acknowledging this or he's ignoring this, not true at all. I have expedited the problem, and it is in somebody's hand looking for a solution. The reason you haven't heard back from me or you don't see the problem resolved is because we haven't had a solution on it yet. But I will stick by them, and I will keep working with everybody in the field and work through all of these as we go forward. Looking down the wire, I can't talk enough about credit management problems, credit management opportunities, credit management products, because that's a product that I get very excited about. I talk to people on a daily basis that say, I don't have a perfect credit score, or I can't get that particular credit card because I don't have good enough score, or as I said earlier, somebody that has a perfect score. I want to get it just a little bit better. And these are the kind of products, and Randy and I talked about this down in Orlando, and I really wanted to talk about it when I was in front of the crowd, but this is a product, now I'm kind of rolling into the future a little bit, this is a product that will be coming in the next 2 months. And think about something that you can be qualified with, $49 a month. You can actually then introduce it to people, whether they're agents in the business or they're customers, your neighbor, friend that just wants some help with their credit. They can then in turn introduce it to other people. Basically, you get free, yours would be free, and we pay downline commissions on it. Those are the things that we're working on that will be in our new system. Those are the kind of products that excite me. It's a service that people need. Services that people use every single day. Products that people use every single day. You'll be able to buy through your business. I heard a lot of people, and Kelly mentioned this a few times. Kelly, you're a great introducer. I'm always excited to hear you. I sat back at it muted for a while, and thank you so much for all your introductions here and in the meetings. And she was talking about a cruise. Well, there is a cruise that's coming down the wire, folks, and it's going to be sometime next year. And think about this. We're going to be doing a national convention, and that particular national convention for next year will be on a cruise ship. And what do you think about that? We will basically have pretty much the whole cruise ship for everybody in TelexFREE's. Will be there, having a great time, getting training, plugging into things. These are the visionary things that this company has together to help all of you out there not only enjoy a future in a business, not only build a financial future, not only protect yourself from credit issues, but have fun while you're doing it. We have met some of the greatest people in this business in my years of being in network marketing all through this business. And I'm honored and proud to be friends with many, many of them. And I plan on building more friendships with more of the people as they come together. But we have only seen the beginning of where this company is going. We have only just begun expanding into other countries. We have only just begun expanding into the United States. And all of the things that we bring and we put on the table will be available for everybody out there to expand their business. And some people may just want to get in and sell products and not even build a network, and they can do that also. So what we're doing here in the office and what we plan on doing is building for the future, building a future for all of you, a home to hang your hat on, and a place to retire with. Because that's what we believe in. We have here is one of the greatest products that I've ever seen. I also wanted to talk just a minute about, I mentioned this earlier on the call, but just make sure that anybody that may see something out there, whether it's a binary concern, or whether it's a stock concern, two of those prevailing things that we're coming close to having those resolved. Make sure you get those to your upline and say, look, I still have a binary concern because I want to see it so that we can get it to the IT team and say, look, here's another user that's still got an issue out there. The company will always stand behind all of these products, all of these financial needs that you're looking for out there, and we'll get them resolved. I want to make sure that you all know, again, I've said this a few times in this call, but next week I'm going to do this again, and I am going to have Jay on the call to explain, because I was prepared to have him on, so I didn't quite get myself up to date with the software conversions, because I know that from a technical standpoint, there's no better person that can explain it to him. So I will be doing this call again next week so that he can actually be on the call and explain these things to you. I was kind of opening this call up for some questions, but it looks to me like we've got about 300 people on this call, and it may be very challenging to open it up to questions with 300 people. So what I'd like to do is I tried to open that up, but there's just too much noise out there. Any questions that any of you have, please send them upline to your leaders. And again, I'm going to do this again next week. We will do the same time, same place, Wednesday of next week. Get anybody you want on the call. I still hear people coming into this call. And I look forward to hearing from Jay talking about where we are and let all of you hear from him. A great guy, very intelligent. And I know we've got some software people out there, and you guys know who you are. That can actually listen to them on a technical side, too. So thank you all for all that you do. Thank you all for plugging into a system. And have faith. Keep moving forward. As I said down in Orlando, and I say it over and over again, do the 3-foot rule. There isn't a person on this planet that couldn't use TelexFREE, and you can change their life by plugging them into our system. And you be a leader, help walk them into the business, change their future. And I look forward to seeing all of you at the next convention. As I said, I will be out there in Southern California. And everybody on this call, thank you again, and make it an awesome day.